Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 9/21/24. It's healing. As you can see, I'm able to kind of walk on it. I really shouldn't put weight on this yet, but fuck it. I just have to. But it's much better. Showers are tough. You gotta wrap it in a bag, especially when you've had surgery. But, okay, look. I'll tell you all about it when the time comes. For now, let's discuss flat Earth. Okay? That's right. The problem I have is with everybody around the world can't find a curve. Okay? At some point, there has to be a bulge of some sort. Scientists say that we're too small. We're like ants on a basketball, right? And that's why we can't see the curve. Well, you see, I'm going to disagree with you on that. Because Neil deGrasse Tyson, you all know who that is, right? See, once you believe in the ball, you have to go along with everybody, all the scientists that are out there, whether they're comedians and not real or not. You have to go along with everything that they say. As a matter of fact, NDT did say at one point that the Earth was like a pear. Remember that? Yeah. So, do the trolls out there believe that? No, they think it's ridiculous. But wait a minute. This is the top scientist. And he says it's a pear. Let's get back to what I was talking about. So, nobody on Earth can find a curve, okay? But yet there has to be a bulge somewhere, and nobody's ever seen it. Nobody knows where it is. Nobody could ever find it, okay? As a matter of fact, NDT, back to what I was talking about, even said that you can't see the curve unless if you go out in space, just like I said on a couple other videos that I've had. And that's amazing because we don't seem to have a picture of Earth. We have these composite drawings. We have stitching that puts together this Earth for you to make it look like a ball with the continents all fucked up all over the place, Africa, the size of the whole side of the ball, and America this big, and different colors all the time, and every decade. They didn't actually prove anything or give us a picture until 2015 when Flat Earth hit. Some people knew before then. However, for the general population who were just not really asleep, always knew something was wrong, woke up. I'm not saying that was the year that I woke up, but it doesn't make a difference. We're all here now. And we all know that the Earth is flat. Yeah, sure, there are mountains and whatever it may be, but the only way we have to tell trolls is that the Earth is flat, motionless, covered with something to hold in the atmosphere. See, you cannot have atmosphere on something that doesn't have a container. Okay, you need a container, because apparently out in space, which doesn't exist, but in troll world it does, atmosphere would just fly right off, right? Spinning, traveling through the universe. See, these are all preposterous ideas that us flat earthers don't feed into. And we know that all of this is a lie. Hollywood? Who? Diddy? Whatever the hell his name is, who cares? I'd like to know who we pissed off. But that's how satanic everything is in Hollywood. Okay? You just piss one person off, and the rest of your life is gone. So he pissed somebody off, obviously. There are replacements for some people, too, that are in Hollywood. Make one person vanish, and somebody else takes his place. That kind of look alike. Oprah Winfrey actually looks kind of like Kamala, whatever the hell her name is. The one that's going for president, who's VP right now, who's in office, who could have changed everything she says she's going to change once she becomes president? Doesn't anybody realize that she's in office right now? Don't people realize that? Of course, I can't really get out and talk to the general public out there about what they think. It's so bad. They've created everything. They've created wars. They've created turmoil. They've created right now what you consider surviving at this point. Okay? That's what you're doing right now. You're surviving with the madness that they've created. But the people that are voting for this particular scum-sucking politician, and believe me, I use that word well, you could use it in other ways too, because there's some videos of her back in the day, 20 years ago, when okay, all right, look, all of these politicians are fake. All of this is bullshit. All of it. It's there to create turmoil, conversation for you. Okay? We're going to the silly season again. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, all these times. All these times that people will be talking about the current events. And these current events are created. There'd be nothing going on if you're on an island somewhere enjoying yourself in a house, feeding off the land. You'd have no idea what's going on. None of it. There'd be nobody outside in front of your house illegally from a third world country. There'd be nobody telling you what to do or where to park or where to go or how much your electricity bill is going to be. You wouldn't know of anything that's going on at all whatsoever. But they create this, and they always have. And I'm not really sure where I'm going with all this, but this is to keep you locked, to keep you in a point where you just don't know what to do anymore, to control you. And that's what they do. They control you with this spinning wet ball in this universe. And you know, I mean, all of it is about control. I love it. You know, with these videos, like, I'll just go off in anywhere. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Because there's just so much. There's so much to grasp. You know what I would like to do? I would like to see every troll out there just go and try to find the curve. Okay? Zoom in on a boat. Take the equation that they've given us and do some math and just see. Check it out. Put it on YouTube. Instead of these arguments of people that are in mathematician land with crap and regurgitating shit that their science teachers said to them, when we've all grown up with an earth in front of our face all the time, all the way up until high school. Why is that, guys? Why are we pre-programmed to believe this before we could even speak? Why? Why are the authoritative figures, there's an illegal right now coming up with his moped. Never heard mopeds around here at all. Delivering food or whatever the fuck else he's delivering. Could be ganja, marijuana, tree, whatever you want to call it. Make whatever name you can, because it's legal now here in New York. Thanks, politicians. Control is all what it's about. You have to control billions of people. It's the only way to control the world. Create turmoil. Create nonsense. And that'll soon be something that these trolls might wake up to. Or maybe not. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm convinced that most of them are NPCs. There's just no chance of waking any of them up. You know, before I got this injury, when I was actually talking to people with the fake VP that's sucked her way up to the top, They were talking about her career as a lawyer. Did you even know that she was a lawyer, a prosecutor at all? I didn't. I had no idea. By putting people away. Well, that's funny because none of us know anything about that. We just see her cackling off, getting in a position that she doesn't deserve, with absolutely no background at all in what she is, her title actually says. You see, in our world, well, in the real world that we live in, we don't need government, we don't need politicians, we don't need any of them. Everything would just run just fine without them. But yet they want you to believe that you can make choices in life, to think that you could elect people in certain positions that you like, you know, and rah, 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 they're in this position. But in reality, none of it is real. They decide who's going to be in the office. They decide who's going to win the Super Bowl. They decide who's going to win baseball. They decide who's going to win soccer, tennis, every sport that's out there to keep you occupied, to make you dumb, insensitive to the real world, what's going on out there, the lie. The lie that they've told you that you live on this infinite, vast universe and you're just a speck. When truly, you have to understand God created all of this for you. And the potential is amazing that you have inside of you. Once you understand that, and once you figure everything out, that everything is bullshit and that it's all lie, well then you can join the rest of us here as flat earthers, really not terrified about any meteors or anything like that coming down or any nonsense they've created. Anyway, enjoy your Saturday. I thank you for subbing. I thank you for viewing my videos. Let me be a part of your life.